Picture this. You wake up, look in the mirror, and the first thing you see isn't even you. It's trillions of tiny strangers living, feasting, multiplying, all over and inside your body. That's not science fiction. It's your daily reality. Right now, you're carrying more microbial cells than human ones. Meet your true majority. That's 40 trillion microbial cells, enough to outnumber your own human cells. For every 3 of your cells, there are 4 microbial freeloaders. Older textbooks claimed 10 to 1. That was exaggerated, but don't relax yet. The new number is still wild. You're outnumbered on your own turf. Think about it. Every handshake, every bite, even every breath invites new microbial immigrants. You're less a fortress, more a bustling open city. In fact, you carry more microbes than there are stars in the entire Milky Way. Astronomers estimate 200 to 400 billion stars. Your microbiome laughs at those numbers. Okay, but how many human cells do you actually have? Roughly 30 trillion. But get this, 84% of those are just red blood cells with no DNA, no instructions, no decision-making power. So most of your supposed you is just a delivery service. Your real identity? Outnumbered, outsourced, maybe even outvoted. Add it up, and your body is basically a walking, talking metropolis. 40 trillion microbes is like the world's busiest city, only you can't even see the residents. But microbes aren't just passengers, they're heavy hitters. Altogether, they weigh between 1.5 and 2 kilograms. That's the same as your brain, or 2 soccer balls. Talk about unseen baggage. Now, here's what really blew my mind. Your genes, your DNA instruction manual, has about 20,000 pages. But your microbiome? It's got a gene library 250 times bigger than that. If your genes are a pamphlet, your microbes' genes are a city library. They're running a backstage factory that does things your body can't even dream of. So where do all these microscopic roommates live? About 95% make their home in your colon. That's like having nearly your whole city packed into one neighborhood. The other 5% are scattered. Your mouth, skin, lungs, ears. Little microbiotic outposts, each with their own specialty shops. Here's the crazy part. Your gut alone is home to over 1,000 microbial species. That's more diversity than the world's largest zoo, right in your intestine. And globally, scientists have cataloged over 10,000 different species living inside humans. That's more than the number of cities in America. So what are these invisible citizens actually doing? About 10% of your daily energy comes from microbial fermentation, bonus calories you couldn't get on your own. In other words, your microbes are like tiny chefs cooking up a snack every day, just for you, no charge. But it's not just food. About 90% of your body's serotonin, yeah, that mood chemical, comes from your gut, not your brain. Your microbes might literally control your mood. And here's a plot twist. Your microbiome can completely change in just 2 or 3 days with a new diet. That burger and fries? You just invited an entirely new crowd to the party. But antibiotics are a wrecking ball. One dose can wipe out 100 billion gut bacteria, erasing the equivalent of 13 Earth's population in a single gulp. Even the way you're born leaves a mark. Babies born by C-section start life with half the microbial diversity, like walking into kindergarten with only half the classmates. So, your microbes aren't just tagging along. They're shaping your energy, your mind, even your immune system. Every bite, every breath, every pill rewrites your internal story. Next time you say I, remember, you're more like a parliament. 40 trillion constituents all voting on what happens next. So, who's really running the show? If you could see your microbial city, what law would you pass for your invisible citizens? Would you change your diet, habits, or just make peace with being outnumbered? Drop your answer below. Your microbes are listening.